This video is going to look at percentages of a quantity, which is a super easy skill to do, and if you do it in your head, it's a little bit of work, but ultimately you'll end up doing it with your calculator. So we just need to practice doing it in our head first. So our first question is going to be 25% of 80. Okay, first things first, let's convert that percentage into a fraction. So this is the same as 25 over 100 multiplied by 80 over 1. Whenever you see the word of, think multiplication. Right, this looks annoying, so let's look for some opportunities to cancel. The first thing we can do is we can start looking vertically between the 25 and 100. I know that they both have a common factor of 25, so I'm going to divide the top by 25 and get 1, and the bottom by 25 and get 4. Okay, can I find any others to do? 80 and 4 have common factors. Let's divide it by 4, which gets us 1, and let's divide the top by 4, which gets us 20. So this is the same thing as 20 over 1, which is just 20. So 25% of 80 is 20. And that makes sense because 25% is a quarter. So if I times 20 by 4, I'll get 80, which I do. So you can see how cancelling helps make these questions a lot easier. Alright, for this next one, we're doing 40% of 150. Okay, so this is going to be 40 over 100 multiplied by 150 over 1. Now that our setup is done, let's look for opportunities to cancel. So, our first opportunity is between 40 and 100. Let's divide both of these by a common factor. So what's a common factor between them? Well, 20 is a common factor between them, so let's do 20. Alternatively, we can do a common factor between 150 and 100 and make it 50. So if I did that and I just did 100 divided by 50 is going to be 2, and 150 divided by 50 is going to be 3. Then I can start looking vertically again and be like, what is the difference? What can I do here between the 2 and the 40? Well, I can divide the 2 by 2 and get 1, and divide the 40 by 2 and get 20. And I'm left with a completely different operation here, where I'm like 20 over 1 multiplied by 3 over 1, which is the same thing as 20 multiplied by 3, which is just 60. And you're done. So the key here, it doesn't really matter which order you do this in. You can do diagonal first, or you can do vertical first. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't do any of the horizontal between them, then you're fine with your cancellation. Alright, this next one we have 60% of 90. Now let's rewrite it as 60 over 100 multiplied by 90 over 1. Let's look for some common factors that we can divide this by. So what can we do between the common factors of 90 and 100? Well, I can divide them both by 10. So 100 divided by 10 is just 10, and 90 divided by 10 is just 9. Can I do anything else? Well, I can divide the top and the bottom of this by 10 again and get 1, and this will be 6. So I'm left with 6 over 1 multiplied by 9 over 1, which is the same thing as 6 times 9, which is the same thing as just 54. Alright, let's look at the last one we have, which is 75% of 200. We set this up the same way as all of them. We do 75 over 100 is times 200 over 1. And then we look for common factors. And an obvious common factor here is between the 100 and the 200. let's divide both by 100. 100 divided by 100 is just 1. 200 divided by 100 is going to be 2. Alright, I'm left with 75 over 1 times 2 over 1, which is just 75 times 2, which is equal to 150. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll leave some practice questions for you to do, and I'll see you in the next video.